Now let's talk about a fight that was actually good between Khalil Rountree and Anthony Smith. This was actually a really good fight. You know, this was actually a fun Anthony Smith fight. We don't get many fun Anthony Smith fights, so when we do, we gotta make the most of it. He was actually, I'm not gonna say he was looking good in this fight, but his jab was looking very nice. Like he had a good jab in this fight against Rountree, but he was really just getting butchered in this fight, like really badly, getting the shit beat out of him pretty much. Like Khalil Rountree, he was thinking of when he was a fat bullied kid in school because he was fighting with some real anger in there. It was like Anthony Smith was one of his bullies, and he was taking it out on him like fucking aggressively. He was really coming at Anthony Smith, just beating him up. And Anthony Smith, hell of a chin, especially in this fight. He took a lot of damage in that fight. Like he took a really bad beating in that fight. Like short notice as well. So I know he's really down on himself. I seen a post where he said, "I tried my best, but sometimes that's not enough." And even if you don't like Anthony Smith, that is actually really sad to see. I don't have a problem with Anthony Smith as a person. I think he's a good guy and everything. Just sometimes he's a bit delusional, but seems like an all round good guy though. So it is a bit sad to see him that down on himself afterwards. But like, come on, you took it on short notice. Don't be too hard on yourself. But he did look a bit washed in there, but it was short notice, so who knows? Maybe he just wasn't in peak condition. But Khalil Rountree, he looked really good in this fight. Uh, he was landing so many bombs, just constant bomb after bomb on Anthony Smith's chin. Like really rough to see for Anthony Smith here. Like he took so many big bombs. Like got his leg kicked up a little bit. Constantly pressuring though. He never stopped pressuring. He was taking big shot after big shot, and he actually showed that Lionheart for once. I know he calls himself Lionheart, but a lot of the time you'll just see him cower away in the fetal position and get beat up a little bit. But this time we actually seen the Lion's Heart. He was actually fighting, like his nickname. He was really not letting anyone take him out. Like he was really trying to break Khalil Rountree in there, and I feel like maybe a full camp would look different, but I don't know. I feel like Khalil Rountree all round is just a bad matchup for Anthony Smith, and on short notice it was going to be something like this, but yeah, good performance overall from Khalil Rountree in this fight. That knockout, let's talk about that knockout. So obviously beats him up for the first 2 rounds. I'd say he won the first 2 rounds. Maybe you could give one of those rounds to Anthony Smith just because he was landing that jab so much. And it also, at one point, it looked like he badly hurt Khalil Rountree to the body with a teep. But Khalil Rountree sort of just like poker faced it. Like he didn't look like he sort of it looked like he was hurt, and uh, you could actually hear Anthony Smith's team yelling that out, like yelling. He didn't like that, but he didn't go back to it. I don't think. And Roundtree sort of just like poker faced it, and then yeah, just proceeded to keep beating the shit out of Anthony Smith. I do want to apologise if I'm speaking a bit incoherently. I do have a migraine, mentioned in my previous video. But anyway, just to get onto it, really good performance from Khalil Roundtree. That knockout lands a fucking haymaker on the equilibrium, literally right on Anthony Smith's ear. He does like the Johnny Walker cartoon knockout that Jamal Hill hit him with. Like when I say right on the ear, right on the ear, like literally pinpoint ear shot. Obviously, if you get hit, if you know, most people know, if you get hit to the equilibrium, your balance goes. That's what keeps you, like, that is your balance. He fucking falls down, rolling all over the place. And Khalil Roundtree just sort of got that fight stopped because of his aura. Like, literally had his fucking hammer fist, like, that would look like it was going to be the hammer fist and or hammer fist. You thought Francis Ngannou's unnecessary hammer fist on Stipe Miocic was a fucking bomb and a half. The way Khalil Roundtree was holding his arm up, that shit was like Thor's fucking hammer about to fucking land on his chin. Like, he had that shit corked up so fucking high. Like, that was generally just something crazy to see, the way he was prepared to, like, fucking annihilate Anthony Smith like that. Thankfully, the referee stopped it. Anthony Smith didn't need to take any more damage because he was really getting the shit beat out of him there. But yeah, good performance all round from Khalil Roundtree. Who should he fight next? I think the fight that makes the most sense is either Jan Blachowicz, because he did pull out of that Alexander Rakic fight. I don't think they'll rebook it. He's probably going to get some surgery. So maybe actually you do another fight before that, and the fight I think you do is Khalil Rountree versus Nikita Krylov. I think that's a really good stylistic matchup. Like that's just going to be violence. Nikita Krylov always in violent fights. I'm still not completely sold on Khalil Rountree. Like I don't think he's going to be champion or championship contender, but I could be wrong. It is light heavyweight. I just have my doubts, but I guess we'll find out in due time. But overall, really good performance here from Khalil Rountree. I was worried that we were going to get like a repeat of the March and Prachnio Khalil Rountree, which is also crazy that Prachnio beat him when you think about it. Like now where Khalil Rountree is, like if this was most other fighters, they probably would have cut him after that Prachnio fight. So he really got lucky. Now he's on a crazy run. So good on Khalil Rountree. Generally, really good on him. But yeah, good performance. Don't think he's going to be champion or anything, but I could be wrong. But very nasty KO. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.